Okay. What did I just say?
Alright.
Okay, no. There's no alright throughout today. Okay. We are about to start PHP MySQL, but we are going to begin with MySQL, right? Then I'm going to work with the coding as well as MySQL. We are going to work with MySQL. I'm going to work with coding as well as visual. The essence of working with the coding, writing SQL statement on coding is you along the line in IT field you might want to move to other database, right? They are so similar. When I say other database, that's SQL Server from Microsoft, SQL Plus from Oracle. So through the coding experience you have, you will not have problem with those ones. Because the syntax are so similar. Data type are so similar. I begin to mention some things. Okay? I might need to open one notepad somewhere and explain what I mean by all those things. MySQL is one of the relational database application. It's an open source technology. Okay? Professionally designed to work with PHP, but it's cross-platform now. Can use it with ESP, you can use it with Java, depending on how the developer can use it now. Okay? Apart from that, you can have MySQL ordinary alone, called MySQL Management Studio. That is a database alone. But you also have it inside an application we call WAMP. Look at this. WAMP. Look at this. I gave this one to you. You either use WAMP or XAMPP. Okay. And WAMP simply means Windows, Apache, MySQL, and PHP in one application. It's a local server. That's why you have server there. What do you mean by local server? You are working with an application that is running as if you are online. It's a browser-based application. Okay? A browser-based application. Then, MySQL, the reason why we are going to work with this, that's why the coding aspect, that's why I have something like console. Anytime you hear of control, it's called terminal in Mac operating system. It simply means you are going to be writing your code in command prompt. It's not everywhere that you do stuff like this, but as a result of what I've went through or gone through, as the case may be, and what is ahead of me in the future, I still learn, I still read a lot. We are also going to do that. What I'm trying to do now is to show you the difference between a stairway and a lift. So I'm about giving you a lift instead of you crawling on the stairway. Do you understand? So that anytime you get maybe, even though somebody called you that, do you have any database experience, you could be able to say yes. Do you understand? It's not that you now begin to do 5 degree. All you just need to do is, even though at the end of the training, I can decide to give you some material that you can, with what you learn, be able to handle those material and started working with Oracle, SQL Server, and all those things. During my training, I actually learned SQL Server, which is from Microsoft. As in when I'm in training like this, SQL Server, which is Microsoft. I didn't learn MySQL from anybody. I didn't learn Oracle from everybody. But because of the same background knowledge, I'm able to apply it. So now that you are learning SQL, you should also be able to apply it when you see other programmer, other developer that are using SQL Server, that are using SQL Plus from Oracle. You shouldn't be a total novice. All you just need to do is get some material, brush yourself up, and move on. That is why.
Is there any way one can differentiate between the SQL and MySQL?
Yes. What differentiates there is, as you hear, MySQL, open source, free. Anytime you hear open source, totally 100% free. I can say this 80% worldwide, 80%. of web hosting, web server management worldwide are using open source. That's why you have a lot of .php. And I think that's one of the reasons I actually learned ASP on Mysql. That's one of the reasons I have to adapt this. Because sometimes you get a job from clients and someone that is using MySQL PHP, right? This is an experience. Using MySQL PHP is charging 15,000 naira for that client. Because you are maybe a Java developer or a SQL Server developer, Microsoft developer, you know SQL database for hosting, what they charge for SQL Server database is different from MySQL. They don't charge you for MySQL. So if you are hosting your platform on SQL Server, which is from Microsoft, what you host with MySQL maybe for as low as maybe 5,000 naira, you might end up using 15,000 naira just to get SQL Server. And in your own code, you now feel that, so you that are using SQL Server, you now feel that, why is your own so cost like this? And there's some things about clients. Some of them don't care the language you are using. Just give us results. I think one of the reasons that I have to, this cannot rub me off. Stuff like that. I have to move towards MySQL. Then another thing, some of their syntax are different. In fact, quickly now, I'm going to show you similarity between the three. Okay? So that I'm doing this, Oracle is using, let me increase this so that you guys can see very well. I think I minimized it sometime yesterday night when I was doing some work. If this is not too big, okay. Oracle SQL Server, that's from Microsoft. Some might call it MS SQL, right? Then some people call SQL SQL. So don't get it twisted. Do you know SQL? It's the same thing as SQL is pronouncing SQL, right? So you might get some place that I've heard of SQL. They are talking about SQL, SQL. So don't feel as if they are talking about one new thing. It's not a big thing. You just say, in fact, you might be listening to some tutorial or reading some books online, and what they are mentioning is SQL. You're like, what is it again? It's the same thing. So it's being pronounced SQL or SQL, right? Some will say SQL Server. This is what they are talking about. And it's SQL Server, right? So don't get confused with those stuff. Okay? Then MySQL. This is for Oracle Corporation. This is for Microsoft. This is open source. When it's open source, everybody is contributing towards this platform all around the world. And it's free, 100% free. Those, the database and the server-side system that work with it is PHP. Okay? You don't need to pay for downloading it online. You download it for free. You need to pay for downloading this. If you want a development environment of Oracle, you need to pay. You only download the Express version for free.
But why all these ones? These ones are being security wise.
All of them have their security, and they also have the similar syntax as I said. When they say something free, that doesn't mean security. It's also when you talk about security generally, I think that goes on the part of the developer. Not even these people have taken care of all their security, and those are the other things that we mentioned, especially when we get to stuff like Joomla, WordPress, OpenCart. Security is very, very, very important. If not, you'll be able to sleep. Most times now, I do hear most often and then, you get news online. Over so thousands of WordPress sites is being hacked. I always have rest of mind. In the beginning, I face it squarely until I begin to read books on open source security. Open source security.
What SMS provider?
They are using Joomla.
Serious like that is not calling them.
Do you understand? Open source technology. I begin to read. I think even on my tablet, I have open source technology security. As in now, you can build the security from the scratch. As you started doing all this. So, I think most of the common thing about this stuff are they are data type. When it comes of data type, some of the data type are similar, some are totally different. Okay? Like when it comes to Oracle now, Oracle use what we call variable and character 2. Okay? Varchar 2. I'm just trying to break it down. That's why I say variable and character. Okay? It's called Varchar 2. To represent stuff that have to work with both number and alphabet. Okay? Otherwise called both integer. You understand? Integer, that's your number. Right? Then, when it comes to my SQL server, SQL also use Varchar. Varchar ordinary. No 2. Can you see? When it comes to my SQL also use Varchar ordinary. Do you understand? Okay? Then, there's some other stuff like when it's going to you want to work with things that have to do with maybe you need something like to represent financial stuff like 10,000. Then you want every kobo to be there, right? The data type is also like Oracle will use decimal. Okay, Oracle will use decimal. Then you can have something like 8,2, that is 8 digits in 2 decimal places. You understand? Like maybe 1 million points 00 whatever, right? Then when it comes to SQL server doesn't use decimal. SQL server will use money as another type. Can you see? So when it comes to MySQL can use decimal alone, and sometimes it's also can use 9,2. Oracle can also use 9,2. When it comes to monetary times and all those stuff, MySQL and SQL are close, right? Are some similar. In my Oracle class, there's a lot of. I think this is one of the things that I used to do first to differentiate between. This is okay. Let me say this. MySQL and SQL server use SQL statements, while this use SQL plus, right? SQL plus some other things. What are the other things? This one go beyond. You go through the level of what we call PL SQL, procedural language SQL. Inside this, I don't want to bug you with this, right? But I don't want to bug you with this. But what I'm trying to say is that if you know the coding aspects of what I'm about to explain now very well, you are on your way to link to any one of these two. You see, Lesban said it's better to prepare, okay, for an opportunity than for an opportunity to come and you are not prepared. So, and that's why I have to tell people that the best gateway to enter IT is web development. From what I've said, because it talks so many areas of IT, and I mentioned something about 4 pillars of IT sometimes ago. There's a database. This is one of the database aspects of web development. Talk about programming. We've started that gradually. I talk about multimedia. We might not yet see much of multimedia yet. And I also talk about networking. When we get to web server management, you begin to point server. Do you understand? So, as time goes on, you can even decide to be a specialist on any one of those things. But you still have knowledge. You can speak. You can still explain. You just can't just be How does you can't be stranded. I think that's just it. You can't be stranded. So stuff like this. So this is just one of the introduction. So I just want you to take note of all these SQL that I'm going to do. I'm going to work with it professionally. Then you see the visual as well. The reason I have to do the coding aspect is when you get to online, there is visual elsewhere as well, and there's also coding. Okay? There's something that you cannot do on visual that you have to enter code to do that. So when you are now online, like, wow, I'm on visual, what will I do? There's also the coding online. You can just box in there now with your experience and get it done. Okay? So this is just a kind of what would I call it? Getting started on fundamental. So in the next class we are going to start with the console applications when it comes to this, how you can password and all those other things.